campaign.
Thank you very much, madam.
Everyone was asking that question again. Don't ever. I've been doing this for 7 years and that question is late.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel, The Nati Factory. And guys, wow, the trial of the plot has begun. But it took, it's taken quite some time for it to start, but it's actually come, guys. We had our first week in court. So this is just our recap of the first week in court. So on the first and the second day, we had, the state arguing that, that the trial shouldn't be live streamed and it shouldn't be broadcast. This is like just delaying tactics, but this is just unnecessary delaying tactics from the state, just to show that, just to show their force. Like, we're gonna show you flames on this trial. Let's start here in the first 2 days and show you flames with the live streaming and broadcasting rights. But the judge, of course, was like, this doesn't make sense. This is of public interest, number one. But the state was like, no, this could mean that anyone could come and claim that they want their trial broadcast. Even like a mass murderer could come and say, I also want my trial to be broadcast. Of course, what mass murderer wants to be shown on TV? Number one. So at least the benefit is that now it is continuing to be live streamed, but now the government has decided to go to the Supreme Court of Appeal to appeal that decision by the judge for them to be live streamed. Essentially, the state just doesn't want to be seen getting burnt by fate. That is the problem with our state. They don't want to seem like they're just incompetent, even though they aren't. But look what's going to happen during this trial. Day 2 and 3, the state again, guys, comes and tells us that no, there's certain evidence that is just too much. It's too hectic for our lawyers. The state was like, some of this evidence just does not make sense. Like, it must just be taken off the roll of it. And the judge was like, nope.
Hell to the no.
This stuff is going to stay. This is essentially day 2 and 3. The state arguing that no, this is too much. There's too many stuff in the annexures, things that just make no sense. But understand this, guys. If you want this plant to be legalized or essentially decriminalized, you need evidence. Who's gonna come say, we only must bring 2 papers only? No, you must bring volumes and volumes of work. If you have to put in a PhD by 1,000 doctors, it must come in. It must come in. Those PhDs by doctors, scientists, psychiatrists, everything, it must come in. So you have a proper and valid case by Fetu, so that people can understand what's going on in this trial. And on day 4 as well, we actually got introduced to a professor called Professor Nut, to the Nati Factory. So this professor is essentially he's a psychiatrist and a neuropharmacologist. This guy, unama degree upon degrees, babes fundo bafethu. He just learns a lot, he knows a lot. So he's essentially on the side of the field, the fields of green for all side, the side that wants to legalize this plant and end this criminalization of the plant and prohibition. So he's coming in to actually testify and give reasons about the harmfulness of drugs and all the drugs across the scale of all drugs. What is the harm of it? And on day 5, he actually just said that, guys, marijuana does not kill, but guess what kills? Alcohol. There's a fact that he gave out that's actually quite surprising, that if you are drink driving, you are 8 times as likely to be in an accident. But if you are, let's say, smoking marijuana, you're only twice as likely to get in an accident. So you see, the scales are going to be really tipped back and forth over the next couple of weeks, guys. Hopefully, the next week is just pure evidence, people coming in, witnesses from both sides of the case, so we can hear for and against the legalization of marijuana, guys. Guys, thank you again for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you again for all the subscribers. If you can just get up to 50, I'd really appreciate that. And guys, I'll see you in the next one. Sure.